Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am continuing with the Gervais Finn, The Day Our Teacher Went Batty, because we've nearly completed the actual full book. It's daytime. You will hear my 16-year-old budget Pip tweeting away in the background. He tends to do that when he hears my voice, regardless, so he's never quiet. He's definitely still got boundful of energy. We are on to Our Cat Cuddles. Mum and Dad said one day, "Would you like a kitten? We could get one from the RSPCA." I said, "I'd like a fat cat, a fierce cat, a ferocious catch-a-rat cat." Mum said, "I'd like a oh gosh, can't even speak." Mum said, "I'd like a furry cat, a fluffy cat, a friendly sit-on-your-lap cat." Dad said, "I'd like a sleek cat, a meek cat, a lazy, sleep-at-your-feet cat." Lizzie said, "I don't mind, whatever kind will be all right for me." So one bright sunny summer's day, we visited the RSPCA, and at the pond, to our surprise, were animals of every shape and size. Foxes, ferrets, pheasants, bats, terrapins, turtles, weasels, rats, hamsters, hedgehogs, snakes and voles, pigeons, parrots, mice and moles, horses, donkeys, newts and frogs, duckies, drakes, cats and dogs, rabbits, lizards, otters, owls, gerbils, goldfish, guinea fowls, beavers, badgers, squirrels, stoats, swans and sheep, and even billy goats. "We'd like a kitten, please," Dad said. The keeper smiled and scratched his head. "What sort of cat have you in mind?" "We've every colour and every kind." I said, "I'd like a fierce cat, a fat cat, a ferocious catch-a-rat cat." The keeper said, "We've got tabby cats, shabby cats, wild cats, mild cats, creeping cats, sleeping cats, prowling cats, growling cats, city cats, witty cats, lazy cats, crazy cats, shy cats, sly cats, spit in your eye cats." Mum said, "I'd like a furry cat, a fluffy cat, a friendly sit-on-your-lap cat." The keeper said, "We've got white cats, night cats, dancing cats, prancing cats, slim cats, trim cats, lanky cats, swanky cats, frizzy cats, dizzy cats, moody cats, broody cats, lean cats, mean cats, very, very clean cats." Dad said, "I'd like a sleek cat, a meek cat, a lazy, sleep-at-your-feet cat." The keeper said, "We've got grey cats, stray cats, hissing cats, kissing cats, fair cats, rare cats, grumpy cats, lumpy cats, old cats, bald cats, slender cats and tender cats, town cats, brown cats, the ones that jump up and down cats." We looked in every cage, and then we came upon a wire pen, and in the corner all alone there curled a kitten, skin and bone. With great sad eyes and matted fur, we heard its faint, pathetic purr. Lizzie clapped her hands in glee. "That kitten's the one for me." We called him Cuddles and took him home. Since then he's grown and grown and grown. I say, it sits in the sun and growls all day, then chases all my friends away. Mum says, it scratched the curtains into shreds, it's ripped the sheets on all the beds. Dad says, it's gnawed the table, chomped the chairs, it's chewed the carpet on the stairs. "Well, I don't care," said little Liz. "I like him just the way he is. He's now got fangs and massive paws, a shaggy mane and sharp, sharp claws, great golden eyes and rumbling growl, a long brown tail and fearsome howl. But we've had to change his name to Brian, because Cuddles does not suit a lion." Interview with the headmaster. Headmaster. Why are you here outside my room, boy? Pupil. Mr. Pounder sent me out of class, sir. Headmaster. Sent you out? Pupil. Yes, sir. He told me to wait outside your room. Headmaster. Did he? Pupil. Yes, sir. Headmaster. Why did Mr. Pounder send you out? Pupil. Gross insolence, sir. Headmaster. Gross insolence? Yes, sir. Headmaster. You've been sent out for gross insolence. Pupil. That's right, sir. Headmaster. This sounds very serious. Pupil. Yes, sir. Headmaster. What did you say, boy? Pupil. I didn't say anything, sir. Headmaster. What do you mean you didn't say anything? Pupil. I didn't say anything, sir. Headmaster. How can you be grossly insolent if you did not say anything? Pupil. I wrote it down, sir. Headmaster. You wrote it down? Pupil. Yes, sir. We were asked to write an essay. Headmaster. An essay? Pupil. Yes, sir. Headmaster. What sort of essay? Pupil. A long essay, sir. Headmaster. And what was the title of this long essay? Pupil. Imagine you are a newborn baby and describe your first week in the world, sir. Headmaster. And? Pupil. And I wrote 3 pages, sir. Headmaster. And? Pupil. I was sent out, sir. Headmaster. What did you write, boy? Pupil. Glug, 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 sir. Lizzie's spider. When Lizzie was a girl, a tiny tot of 3, she found a spider in the hall. It crawled upon her knee. 8 hairy legs the spider had, and a body like a pea. And little Lizzie picked it up and held it tenderly. When Lizzie was a little girl, a tiny tot of 3, each day she'd go into the hall, that spider for to see. She'd watch it spin its silvery web of finest filigree, and little Lizzie picked it up and held it tenderly. When Lizzie was a little girl, a tiny tot of 3, she took the spider from the hall, her mother for to see, and found her in the kitchen, busy making tea. What have you there? Her mother asked. Oh, Lizzie, let me see. When Lizzie was a little girl, a tiny tot of 3, she opened wide her little hands and smiled in childlike glee, and showed her mother what she held so very tenderly. Mummy shot out of the kitchen like a squirrel up a tree. Now Lizzie, she's all grown up, and a happy girl is she, but she's terrified of spiders. Now, why ever should that be? When I grow up. When I grow up, Elizabeth said, a princess I will be, with a crown on my head and a cloak of red, and the crowds will stare at me. But I'm rather shy, she said with a sigh, so that won't do for me. When I grow up, Elizabeth said, an astronaut I'll be, and I'll spin through space with a smile on my face and be back in time for tea. But I think I would cry so high in the sky, so that won't do for me. When I grow up, Elizabeth said, a sailor I will be, and I'll ride the gale on great white whale when I swim away to sea. But I get very sick when I sail in a ship, so that won't do for me. When I grow up, Elizabeth said, an explorer I will be. In a jungle dank, I'll sit on a bank with a tiger on my knee. But I might get a scratch from that great big cat. So that won't do for me. When I grow up, Elizabeth said, an artist I will be. And I'll draw and etch and I'll paint and I'll sketch everything I see. But the smell of paint will make me feel faint. So that won't do for me. When I grow up, Elizabeth said, a millionaire I'll be. And I'll lock every pound in a chest in the ground and hide away the key. But I might not recall where I've hidden it at all. So that won't do for me. When I grow up, Elizabeth said, I know just what I'll be. I'll be like my mum and have lots of fun looking after a girl like me. When Lizzie was born. When Lizzie was born, Dad called the brothers, aged 9, 7 and 5, into the kitchen and announced grandly, you have a baby sister. He smiled like a fat-faced frog who had caught a fly. The boys looked deeply unimpressed. We thought that would be a boy, said Richard, accompanied by his brothers' serious nods. Well, it's not, said Dad. It's a little baby girl, and she is beautiful, oh so beautiful. Will she make a lot of noise? Asked Matthew. I guess she will, said Dad. All babies do. You did. And will she smell? Asked Dominic. I guess she will do that as well, said Dad. All babies do. You did. You are quite sure it is a girl? Asked Richard, his brow furrowing. Quite sure, said Dad, and sighed. And she's so beautiful, oh so beautiful, pink and soft with hair like liquid gold, and tiny fingernails like polished shells, and little toes like pearly buds, and delicate ears and dainty button nose, and such a smile, oh such a smile. Please don't go on, said Richard, holding up his hand. I'm sure she's very nice. Then turning to his brothers, he remarked, I suppose we'll just have to get used to the idea. Golden Grannies. Once when my dad was mad with me for not tidying my bedroom, stabbing the air with a bony finger and raising the roof, he shouts. Grandma, who was sitting behind him at the time, pulled a funny face and stuck out her tongue. I started to grin and wriggle, smile and splutter and giggle. Dad, crimson-faced, ballooning with anger, was for once completely lost for words. Then seeing Grandma's manic face in the mirror, he turned and cried, Mother, I am trying to instill some discipline here. You are really not helping. Oh, do shut up, said Grandma. Leave the lad alone. He's only little, bless him. Your bedroom was not a palace when you were young. In fact, it looked as if a bomb had hit it, and I never ever told you off, or shouted. I never shouted at you so, or wagged a finger thus. There are more important things in life than an untidy room. Now go and put the kettle on. I could do with a cup of tea. Grannies, they are worth their weight in gold. The Alphabet of Love. Alice adores. Bernard, but he likes. Catherine, who is very fond of. David with deep blue eyes. Elsie fancies Frankie, but he is keen on Gemma, who had a crush on Harry, a boy to idolise. Ivana, she has eyes for John, but for him the only one is Kirsten, who's besotted by Eleanor's winning smile. Mary is entranced by Nick, but if he could take the pick, Olivia would be the girl, for she stands out a mile. Peter yearns for Queenie, but she is quite devoted to Ronald, who's completely smitten by Samantha's golden curls. Terry is just wild about Eureka, with the little pout, but she dotes on Vincent, who chases all the girls. Wendy worships Xavier, who is very keen on Yelda, but she's in love for all to see with lonely little Zebedee. Last word. Every time I open my mouth, shouted the teacher, some idiot speaks. Well, obviously. Anyway, guys, so that is the full book now read with all the little poems and such. I really do like these books. There's various ones I want to read, and all different dates, of course. Some are just plain Yorkshire ones, and I've probably find them very hard to understand, even though I'm Yorkshire. Like, I look back and I'm like, I don't get it, even though I should. And I'm not sure if you can hear, I have read my dog to sleep. She's snoring away next to me. And dreaming now. Kicking her little legs. Chasing rabbits, no doubt. Thank you for listening, guys. I appreciate it. You'll probably also notice, if I tone my voice down, the budgie shuts up too. Maybe he's gone to sleep. Who knows? Anyway, guys, that was the last of the Gervase Finn, The Day Our Teacher Went Batty. And I enjoyed it. I like poems. I love poetry, so thank you for listening. I truly appreciate it. And many,